Hello, everyone. So back again. I opened the door and I got an my own present. So I just bought. Maybe you can see it's old-fashioned, amazing razor. Yeah, this is like what I will use now for shaving. I think that's very classic and it looks like really, really cool. It's Kenzie hair and beauty for the real man. This is how they advertise this amazing old-fashioned razor, and I will just go upstairs and try it out. But before I do that, I would just like quickly finish up with the story which happened to me, and I think that I will try to make a video series out of it. So I will be very quick now. The story was that I've been working for an employee for a while, and then we had a discussion around how my career progress should look like in the future. And then he tried to explain me, because I'm achieving a lot of good results, and what I'm doing quite well, and I'm rather one of the best, or at least on the top in the hierarchy of the result achievers, which at the work which I have been doing for in this current situation. And we had this discussion, and then he suddenly came up with the story that the world or civilization is organized that way, that it's not the strong individual which is helping to mostly to do uh, the society and civilization to develop, but it's the fact that people are helping each other, and because someone else who's seeing, so someone else is helping someone else, and all together they are achieving then a better result, specific, just because they agreed to help each other. So this altruistic way of of thinking that helping someone else is creating actually, or has created actually, the civilization we are living in. And then someone else is coming, and he looks like this kind of people are helping each other. So there's two people involved before, they are helping each other, and there is someone else, third party, coming and seeing that they're helping each other, that, and he's like thinking, oh, that's great, they are achieving better results because they are working together, and so there must be something into it. And so yeah, like this group conscious, and this group yeah, the topic of helping each other is the main thing, and the main reason for the development of civilization. And for some reason I was a little bit annoyed, or like still now I had like an quite bad feeling about after I've received this message, because this meant for me, like, I think in terms of money, that I shouldn't aim for getting more uh, payment, a raise, because I should gain satisfaction out only out of that, because I'm helping the company and other people. And this brought me to the point where I just started to think about it. Is this really that case, that like we are, just because we are helping each other, the society has developed that much, or with the pace which it has developed? And I think it's not the case. I think that this are individuals who are having the best ideas. How could I imagine it to be differently, when specifically when considered examples, like for example the light bulb. The light bulb, which has someone else many years ago, now we are taking this for granted, but someone else was thinking, oh gosh, there is something better, might be something better than a candle light, which we can just use to create lights. And then he was trying all over again, and everybody was telling him this will never work. And from the information I have, he was trying several times, thousands times, until he finally got there. And equally, the leaders in science and at the moment, which are creating incredible things, like, let's say, let's give this example of this entrepreneur um, from England, who is like developing this space travel. um, yeah, what's his name? Richard. uh, we don't know what I'm talking about. this big guy from England, and obviously I remember his name, but I forgot for now. So, or Elon Musk, who is creating these all ideas, and they are moving things forward. I think without their brains, there would be no such thing like civilization, and and because I had this internal feeling of discomfort of being diminished, and I think it wasn't my ego, something very, very strongly opposed from my side to this point of view, that we are civilized the way we are because we are like helping each other on a daily basis. There are societies outside of Western Europe where people are helping each other. They are not that developed. I'm not talking. I'm not comparing any kind of civilization, but let's say like the ancient, you know, people who have been living for years in jungles, and they have helped each other, but they didn't create civilization. And this is for me like it's not an evidence, maybe not, still not a proof, but a strong thought which I had, and combined with this feeling of discomfort, which came really, really from the core of myself. I was thinking that this is possibly a sign for that there is a moral rule which is telling that individuality is more important than the group, that you know not valuing people's talents, individual achievements, and individual strength, like intelligence, or it's just something which is completely untruth, and it's not true. And this is like an I think that this is a sign for how society looks now at people who are yeah, who are over, who are achieving more, who are like just depending on themselves. I think this is not in the moment, and I would like to really ask you to discuss this before I go to the video number 3, but this will be the next week. Thank you very much for keeping attention. Thank you very much. Please help me with to develop this channel. Please do so. Subscribe. Give me your comments, please, and I really would like to know what's your opinion. And I'm also really happy if you are giving me like negative comments, because then I can like relate to that and make another video, and we can discuss this together. And I think this is what we should be aiming for, finding the truth. Is there a moral reality and is the individual more important than the group? Speak soon. Cheers. Bye. Have a lovely weekend.